My dear Winnie, your letters bring me so much joy. It is so heartwarming to read our grandmother's anecdotes. Please keep sharing them with me. They inspire me and motivate me on tough days. Speaking of which, my mother seems to have a new idea which will make the situation even worse. When Granny left me the house, it was not clear if the furniture and her belongings would be part of the inheritance. Now she wants to auction them off. I don't wish to argue with her or bother my father. He is grieving in his way too. And I think I should speak with the solicitor directly to clarify things. It would also be an opportunity to ask her about Sinclair House. This brings me to the next important topic. Robin Johnson sent a brief note confirming the date for the farm festival and said they could accommodate us at their place. It's on the 22nd, so it is perfect for me because we have a small recess at work. But I believe it could be a bit complicated for you with the school. I really hope we can manage to go. You know how much I love farms and animals, and to be honest, I'm so intrigued by his way of writing that I can't wait to meet him in person and find out more about what he does. You asked me if I had thought about my future in Bergmatil. Well, besides visiting you for tea and pastries, I would like to start my own little business. It has always been at the back of my mind, more like a daydream, but I never had the confidence and motivation to make it happen. But now, I couldn't be more motivated, and I feel that, thanks to my grandmother, I will have the resources to give it a go. Do you remember I mentioned Granny Rose taught me how to make jam and preserves with the fruit in her garden? Well, I have been thinking I could start making my own jams. After meeting you, I also want to learn more about baking, and I considered open a little tea room where I could serve homemade scones with jam. I feel this is something you could participate in if you wish to. Oh, my dear Winifred, isn't it wonderful to daydream about all the possibilities? Sending you a warm hug from a cold and snowy river belle. With love, Chloe. Winters at Florence's smells of spices and oranges. Whether it's a simmering pot, a spice drink, or some sort of enchantment, every time I go in the kitchen I find Bonnie or Aunt Florence slicing oranges or adding cinnamon and cloves into a pot. But today we wanted it to be us who baked something to surprise them. Besides, I needed something to keep me distracted until Bonnie came home from helping the Clarks. I couldn't wait for her to tell me everything about their eldest son, James. Aunt Florence wasn't at home either. She has been working with Livia Woodhart on articles and speeches about women's suffrage. So the kitchen was ours. We decided we would bake an orange cake. Rose said she wanted to be in charge of the decorations and started slicing the oranges. I took a big bowl and started working on the cake. Half an hour later, the kitchen smelled scrumptious, and I had mentioned James Clark several times. Rose enjoys teasing me from time to time, but there's no one like Aunt Florence to make me blush. And I must confess I'm terribly worried that she will say something to him one day. Before we knew it, we could hear the carriage approaching and hurried up to finish laying the table. Aunt Florence had picked Bonnie up, so they both were at home for tea. Aunt Florence updated us with the latest news, and Bonnie told us about the Clarks. The cake was quite good, and we ate every last crumb surrounded by friendship and laughter.